Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you the 3 best Star Wars replicas in my collection, and you're not going to guess which 3 I picked, so stay tuned to find out. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you can learn everything you need to know about these high-end Star Wars prop replicas. All right, let's go take a look at them. So I've been collecting Star Wars prop replicas for about 20 years now. I started in 2005, so you could tell I have a lot of stuff, and it was very hard to pick, my top 3. But what I decided to do for this list is choose the 3 that have the most kind of sentimental value, right? And I'm going to go backwards 3 to 1. So number 3 is the Master Replicas Han Solo blaster from A New Hope. And this thing just has so much sentimental value because it was one of these holy grails when I first started collecting Master Replicas back in the early 2000s. Just because this one was one of those harder replicas to find, and in fact it was the first replica that I remember paying over $1,000 for on the secondary market, which is insane, especially back in those days. This thing is beautiful. The scope is metal. I mean, it's a very, very good prop replica. Now, what I do want to point out is that it's not the most accurate. Now, there are some imperfections here and there. It's missing a couple little details, but at the end of the day, when you started collecting these master replicas and these prop replicas, there wasn't a better one out there on the market, and this one was the holy grail for most collectors. So this is why I chose this one as number 3, because again, when I got this one, it was literally the most proudest moment in my Star Wars collection, and it's an iconic prop. All right, number 2 is the Elusive Concepts Han Solo and Carbonite prop replica. Now, this one is just, obviously, I don't think I need to explain. It is one of the coolest prop replicas out there. And the Han Solo and Carbonite, there are some other licensed makers out there that are making a life-size Han Solo, like Sideshow Collectibles makes a life-size one. But this is the only one out on the market that was actually casted from the screen used prop. And they even casted the side panels from the screen used prop, although they used one panel for all 8 of them. So, of course, I couldn't just leave it like this. I had to make it a little bit more accurate. So what I did is I upgraded, or I'm in the process of upgrading the top 2 panels, which are the 2 hero ones. So I replaced those, I added some lights, and I'm still working on those. I'm going to replace some stuff with some aluminum parts, but just the flashing lights makes a huge difference on this. And again, this one has so much sentimental value because when I first started collecting Star Wars prop replicas, these were already long gone. These stopped selling like since the mid 90s. They used to sell these at Sharper Image actually, and you couldn't find them anywhere. So the prices were pretty high up there. They were like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and I never thought I was going to own one. So I ended up building one myself, and I actually use a casting of the front panel of this to make my replica. But I finally found an officially licensed Elusive Concepts one, and this is number 2. Now, my number 1 top Star Wars replica in my collection is the Regal Robot Rancor replica. Now, guys, this thing is just beautiful. And if you want to see a full video on this, go back into my videos, and I've done a whole video on this. But this was actually digitally scanned from the original screen-used puppet that sits in the Lucasfilm archives. And Regal Robot and their team did an amazing job at, just cleaning up this
this puppet, because at the end of the day, when you see the puppet in the archives, I mean, it was foam latex, right? It was falling apart. It was kind of just slouching over, and Regal Robot and their team went in, digitally scanned it, and then meticulously fixed and cleaned up every little bump, every single little scratch, to be able to reproduce this to its full potential. And it is just beautiful. They only made 83 of these. This one's number 8, and it is by far my favorite thing in my Star Wars collection. And that famous question that I get all the time: if there was a fire, besides family pictures and all that, what would you get from your Star Wars room? I would say I would run in and get this, just because, again, this thing is just beautiful. It's super limited, and it is literally a holy grail in most collectors' collections, and I am super lucky to have one. So there you go, guys. My top 3 Star Wars replicas in my collection, again, based on kind of my attachment to them. Obviously, there's so many other cool ones, and it's really hard to pick kind of just favorites, right? They're like my children. I love them all, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what your top 3 favorite things in my collection are, and definitely keep an eye out for some new videos, because there's some really cool prop replicas that are coming out that you're going to be able to get first glimpse at through my channel. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and definitely look out for the next videos. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you real soon.